Welcome everyone to Phi Theta Kappa Omega Epsilon Chapter's first online virtual induction. I'm going to shut up as soon as possible and let other people talk, but I wanted to at least let people know that I'm going to be recording from now. This is the invitation that went out to faculty and staff members. This is the program that may or may not ever get printed on paper for archival purposes. And now I'm going to stop sharing this screen so that everyone can see each other again. Joyce, I don't think we have, Joyce Galliano, I don't think we have any particular guests, and it's kind of hard in this format. Did you have any sort of opening welcome that you'd like before Dr. Mosser's greeting?
Well, actually I have the induction script right in front of me. I can read a little bit of that if that's okay.
Do whatever you like. You're fine.
Well, I don't know about all that, but I greatly appreciate that. Okay, so we have Tammy and Ashley, correct? New inductees? Yes. Well, I want to say welcome to PTK. We definitely are in for a nice big treat with PTK. It took me a little bit to get a little bit more familiar and involved, although I never really understood what PTK was until I got more involved in it. So definitely don't waste time and get involved as quickly as you can and meet new people and spread the love of PTK. Dr. B?
Dr. Mosser, did you have a welcome?
I do. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for coming out. I have donned a tie for the first time in 2 weeks. Real tie. I want to give everybody a warm welcome here this evening, a warm virtual welcome to West Virginia Northern Community College. It's unfortunate we can't be together to celebrate this, but that won't stop us. My name is Dan Mosser, and I have the honor of serving as the president here at Northern Community College. Like many of you, I'm relatively new to Northern. I've been here just for 2 semesters now. So this will be just my second Phi Theta Kappa induction ceremony. So after 2 weeks working remotely, I'm coming to realize that the internet has become a kinder and gentler place. From virtual birthday parties and sing-alongs to online wine tastings and yoga classes, people are pulling together on the internet in real time all over the world. Coronavirus is teaching us to use the internet as it was always meant to be used, as a tool to connect with one another, share information and resources, to come up with collective solutions to unique problems like this PTK induction ceremony here this evening. This evening we gather to induct 20 of Northern's highest achieving students into the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. Phi Theta Kappa, or just PTK, is the largest honor society in all of higher education with 1,300 chapters on college campuses in all 50 states. More than 3.5 million students have inducted into PTK since its founding over 200 years ago, in 1918. Almost 130,000 students are inducted every year in ceremonies like this. So our young scholars here this evening will be in very good company amongst an elite group of community college students and nationwide. Thank you to everyone for being here this evening. Students, staff, faculty, family members, if there's any out there. My honor as president of the college to welcome all of you to Northern's PTK chapter, the Omega Epsilon chapter. I'm delighted to be here with you tonight to induct these new members and to congratulate our students for this very significant achievement. Northern is proud of you. Thank you for joining us this evening. Please give yourselves a round of applause. Holly, back to you.
So next is our keynote speaker. Our keynote speaker is Joyce Britt, and I'm delighted to be able to, I was delighted to invite her, and I was tickled that she agreed to give this talk for us. Joyce Britt, for anyone who doesn't know, was the first winner of the Thomas Danford Award for Outstanding Teaching at Northern. She also won an award for Outstanding Contribution to Community College Education 2014 from the West Virginia Community College Association. She founded, created, implemented, advised, and shepherds SCARSI, the Students Caring About Regional Social Issues Club, which is a delightful group of people working on social issues. She's also constantly on committees and clubs, and she's a good model for me, and it's one of the brightest days that ever happened to me when she agreed to let me share her path a little bit. So I'm delighted to introduce Joyce Britt.
Thank you, Dr. Buchanan. I appreciate that. It's my honor to be your keynote speaker this evening. Congratulations to all Phi Theta Kappa inductees. You should be proud. You're now part of more than 3.5 million Phi Theta Kappa members around the world. I know that each one of you has a story as you pursue your educational and career goals. You may be working, have children, grandchildren, be a caregiver, or just busy dealing with life. Remember, you're serving as a good role model and a mentor for others. Education is hard work. Right after high school, I started attending Northern. I've always valued the words that are on our buildings that say, for all who wish to learn. I met my husband at Northern. Later, our paths crossed down the road. And here we are, ready to celebrate our 41st wedding anniversary next month. I can't guarantee that you'll find love at Northern, but you will receive a great education. As you work towards achieving your educational and career goals, you've probably already experienced the challenges of multitasking. I can certainly appreciate that, as I've also had those experiences as a student. After graduating from Northern, I ultimately decided to work on my bachelor's degree and then start a family. When our children were in their early grades of elementary school, I found out that a well-recognized master's degree program at West Virginia University was offering a new 3-year part-time opportunity. It meant traveling to Morgantown once a week for 3 years. My husband totally supported my interest in applying for the program, and my dad said, in the big picture, 3 years is not forever. I was married, had 2 young children, and working full-time. So once a week, I would go to work for 5 hours, travel to Morgantown, eat my lunch/dinner, attend 6 hours of classes back-to-back, and then arrive home at 11 p.m., get up and work a full day the next day. I credit Northern with providing me with a great start academically. I graduated with an associate in applied science degree and helped me to realize my professional goals. I've been fortunate to have worked professionally in the community for over 26 years in my field, and also having taught at Northern for several years now. The current chapter in my story includes having a job that I love, teaching at West Virginia Northern Community College. Find a job that you love. Believe in yourself. You can do it. I'd like to share a quote from Ralph Martson. Excellence is not a skill, it's an attitude. So congratulations again and best wishes as you continue to write your story. Thank you.
Next up, I think, is you again, Joyce.
Sorry, I was having a little bit of an issue with my mute button. It was not functioning with me. Thank you, everybody. Definitely enjoy hearing everybody's story of how they come along. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say. I do want to say, you guys are about to be inducted into a scholarly fellowship, which embraces the community, colleges, not only of your state, but the nation and the world. After the induction, you will find among members an atmosphere of scholarship to which you must give yourself in order that the organization may be meaningful to you. Anybody have any ideas where they're going? Everybody still there? Tammy and Ashley still here, correct? Okay. Sorry, I'm scanning through pictures. I got my papers all spread out for me, so I do apologize for the delay. Even on through on the phone and Zoom and everything, I'm still a hot mess. Very nervous talking, and I've never been a really good speaker. So a little bit on the shy side. Okay, let's see. All right, so we're going to continue. I have in my hand a virtual torch, I should say, symbolic of knowledge, which is a servant of wisdom, which dwells with prudence and leads in the way of righteousness in the midst of the paths of judgment. I have the white rose, but again, the virtual white rose, typifying purity and beauty of life, with its buds signifying intellectual associations. This is the emblem of Phi Theta Kappa, virtual emblem. It consists of a golden slab keyed at the top and bottom, the golden field I cannot pronounce that word, so I am apologizing. Etchison of our coat of arms refers to the golden opportunities that abound on every hand for society folk to evidence their culture and perform good works. Since gold is the most noble of metals, it shall have a further significance to our society, for it shall represent that nobility attained by those who achieve intellectual leaderships. Across the slab, you will observe a black band. It represents the three ideas which bind us together in the cultural self-control, which is a necessary foundation for true wisdom, aspiration, and purity. Shining through the black enamel background are the three Greek letters, which are the initials of the Greek words, meaning wisdom, aspiration, and purity. Behind the wreath on one side composed of oak leaves and on the other laurel. The oak leaves stand for stability and strength of character, as symbolized by the sturdy oak. The graceful curling leaves of the laurel signify achievement and success, all attributes for membership in our society. Above the band is the representation of the head of Athena, a symbol of learning. In the base appear the Greek letters meaning light, the light of knowledge, and learning. The common ideal for members of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. This badge, stands as a symbol for the high idealism of our organization and membership in our select group. If you have studied the constitution of this organization, the purpose of which is to foster a spirit of devotion, to study in scholarly ideas among its members whose principles are embodied in the Greek letters which stand for, can anybody help me pronounce those words? They mean wisdom, aspiration, and purity. Now that the standards and ideas of this organization have been fully revealed to you, you come to complete the pledge which admits you into complete fellowship. Tammy and Ashley, can I get you to turn on your volumes? I would need you to repeat after me.
Okay.
All right. You will have to say your name. My name is Joyce Galliano.
I,
Tammy Wells.
Okay. I, Ashley Coram.
Do solemnly promise.
Do solemnly promise.
On the day of April 10th, 2020.
On the day of April 10th. The day of April 10th, 2020.
To uphold the standards.
To uphold the standards.
Of Phi Theta Kappa.
Phi Theta Kappa.
And to keep this object.
And to keep this object.
And aim in mind. And I do solemnly pledge. Allegiance to my fellow members. And promise to aid them. In all worthy endeavors. As each new member is called name, he or she moves to the introduction table. Sorry, I'm reading other stuff. Okay. Dr. B?
Usually we would invite people and invite them to sign into a book of the registry for the chapter, and we don't have that because we are virtual. It's my pleasure, among others, to welcome each of you as members, and I welcome you into the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society and the lively fellowship of scholars it affords. I salute you for your accomplishment. I charge you to explore always for truth and to dedicate yourselves to the cultivation of the well-reasoned life, a prelude to service and honor. We don't have officers to induct, so that part of our ceremony, this was our ceremony. The induction of officers, we don't have new officers, so we're going to skip over that, and that means we're essentially done, except I have one more little thing. And my one more little thing is we don't always do it. The chapter can choose to award honorary membership, and it is my delight and pleasure to be able to tell you that every member that I spoke with was unanimous in wanting to. One of the downsides of this being virtual instead of being personal is that I can't hand the certificate and the pin in person to Joyce Britt as an honorary member. So that's a surprise to some of you.
It's a surprise to me. Thank you very much. I'm honored.
That pretty much ends everything. Dr. Sharma, did you want to have closing remarks? She usually is glad to have closing remarks because it usually means let's eat.
This is my pleasure. I welcome all the inductees and congratulate you. And if your family members are in the room, congratulations, family members. At this point, I always say, okay, there is a light refreshment outside. Please enjoy the refreshment. But I think today you have to enjoy refreshment from your home. And I also ask you to please give us the gowns that you're wearing so we can use it again. So you're not wearing our gowns. So I think keep your clothes on. And I'm really thankful that you were able to join us. And special thanks to everyone from the college who participated in this ceremony and made it special for our students. Thank you.
Thank you all. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording, and I'm going to stop